Circle of fifths magic. How to use the circle of fifths for scales and modes. Let's now turn the graph around to see what happens. Let's lock the outside wheel to the inner wheel first, so that the notes stay in the same place in the circle. So, if we turn the graph clockwise one time, we get G on top. But with the notes from the C major scale, which are all natural notes, and this is what we call a mode of the major scale. In this case, it is a Mixolydian mode, which is mode 5 of the major scale because it is a major scale but starting on note 5. And it sounds different from the major scale because the intervals are now whole, whole, half, whole, half, whole. And there's a flat 7 in the scale. Let's listen. And the chord is also different since we now have 1, 3, 5, and flat 7 as the chord tones, and 9, 11, and 13 as the tension. Listen. As you can see, we can turn the graph using the inner wheel to see what other modes we can find in the major scale. So here's Dorian, which is mode 2. Aeolian, Phrygian, Locrian, Okay, one more turn. Now this node will move to the top since there are no notes in between these two notes that are part of the major scale. Remember, the top note must always be a part in the graph. That's the first note of the scale. There it is. It's flipped completely since we had to skip all these outside of scale notes. So this is the Lydian Scale. One more turn and we're back in the Ionian scale or major scale. Great! Now that you understand how turning the graph around the circle gives us different modes, let's unlock the wheels so that we can turn the graph and keep the C on top. So now we have the C Mixolydian scale. Notice how the B flat is now part of the scale. C Mixolydian is the F major scale or F Ionian starting on C. Listen. And the chord is of course a dominant chord. You can see all the modes of the major scale using the C note as the first note. And we can also check the source Ionian scale for that mode. Here's C Locrian, which is the 7th mode of the D flat Ionian. Let's see all the modes at once. There they are. The 7 modes of the Ionian scale, sorted by mode number. Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. Okay, and that's not all. There's more. We know we get the major scale and its modes by using this graph, but what if we draw other graphs?